Hi guys, it's Noel Michaels here. How you guys doing? Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up right away. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. You'll love it. And if you want to get notified when I make a new video, then click the bell. It's very easy. And if you have any friends, get them to subscribe too, guys. It's my mission. Okay, as you can see, we're going to start off this video talking about the whacktivity. Yeah, crazy activity. He's whack. And this was the panic one. Well, it was supposed to be 5 people doing this one. But unfortunately, Kemi, she left already. And she was in her camp comeback uniform, right? She left to camp comeback. So before I said that the camp comeback uniform had to do with Boy Scouts, but it was actually Cub Scouts. Boy Scouts have a green or khaki color, and the Cub Scout have that navy blue. So let's make that correction right away, guys, right away. Now, I used a few drawings here to show you what they had to do. In the corner here, the first one to walk in that they showed was Annalise. Okay, and it was a table with a few inches deep, and it was covered in hissing cockroaches, big ones, Madagascar cockroaches. Yeah, making a noise. Oh, that's enough to get you to just turn around and leave, right? And what they had to do was they had to move these bugs with their hands. Now, if it was me, I'm thinking, I wish I would have had long sleeves. I would have just done like this, right? But of course, they didn't have that. Yeah, move them and look what's underneath. And there were 6 drawings that look like this, the blue ones. And they had to use those to try to figure out words. Once they got the word, they went over to another board with hanging letters. Single letters, 2 letters at a time, 3 or more. And they had to take them and put them on another board for the words and to get a whole sentence out of it. I'll tell you what, Annalise, she did pretty good, but she didn't know how to spell one of the words. Jess, as well, didn't know how to spell one of the words. Christie was pretty quick. She got hung up on one thing she couldn't find. Eventually she found it. And then there was Mr. Nick. Yeah. Mr. Nick is not good at this kind of a puzzle. Not at all. He was just lost. Lost. Well, the first word up here in the corner, that's a donut, but without the U. So instead of nut at the end, it's just NT. Don't. Yeah, that's right, don't. There you go. So you don't write it exactly what the picture spelling is. You have to think of how it sounds. Okay, guys? The next one is not a very good drawing, and it is not a ping pong paddle. It is a steak. So some of them were thinking steak, and then meat. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it was Jess wrote it this way. Right? That's how she spelt it. But don't meet doesn't make sense if you use that spelling. If you use the two E's, it makes sense. Don't meet, right? Yeah. Okay. The third drawing, again, I didn't do it justice. It's supposed to be looking like the shape of a diamond that you would get at a jewelry store, right? Yes. So some of them were thinking gem, gem-y. Some of them thought of it as a rock, rocky. Yeah. But it was a jewel, right? Jewelly, right? Well, Annalise, she couldn't spell Julie to save her life. It was like July, double E. She was trying different things and just kept hitting the buzzer. Eh, eh. She couldn't get it right for anything. It was funny. Okay, so I think I know how to spell Julie. I think it's a traditional way. Don't meet Julie, and there is the light switch. Is it on off? No, it's on on. So that's the next word. Don't meet Julie on. There's a door with an eviction post. Posted on it a note of eviction, right? To you're evicted. Yeah, evicted. That's what I wrote. So, of course, it would be on eviction. And the moon and stars means night. Everybody knows that. Good night, moon, right? Okay. There we go. Don't meet Julie on eviction night. That was how to solve the puzzle with the right spelling, of course. And the winner was Christie. Christie pulled it out. She was pretty good. Only got hooked up one time. Okay. Now, you know my handsy dandy list of the house guests, right? I cleaned it all off. I wanted to start fresh. I wanted to start fresh because things are shifting a little bit. And I wanted to make sure that I represent that in the chart, of course. Okay, so I want to put the six shooters on the top. Okay. The six shooters. We've got Jack and Jackson Mickey. We've got Tommy. Tommy and Christie, of course, are the friends. Jackson is still hanging around with Holly, but I think Holly's starting to get cool on Jackson. She's starting to feel like, I don't know, things aren't going so well, or he's not including her in things. Something like that's going on. and Annalise and Jack, too. I didn't mention it the last time, but I'd like to say something that Christie and Jack, there's something on between them, but it's not romantic or sexual. People were saying Christie's more into girls. I don't know. But anyway, Jack really feels a connection with Christie, more like on a spiritual level, something like that. So Annalise is feeling that. She's feeling that she's not included. Yeah. All right. Then we've got the people in the 6 plus 2 more make 8. Nick and Isabella. They're still pretty much connected, although sometimes Bella still gets jealous if she sees Nick and Annalise together in any way. I think Annalise was leaning on Nick on the couch or something, and it rubbed Bella the wrong way. Okay, down here we have Cliff. We've got Nicole. Oh, how could I forget Kat? Oh, could I forget Kat? All right. Okay, here's where some interesting things are happening. First of all, this side is Camp Comeback, right? And Kemi is the latest member. There was this triangle between Cliff, Ovi, and Nicole, but of course, Cliff was doing his morning shout outs, his Cliff notes, and Christie heard him, and basically, Cliff blew up his game. And he gave up Nicole and Ovi at the same time. It's really one of the sad notes of this show. Really sad. Forget Cliff notes. These are sad notes. Sad. I told you last time Kat has been sort of quiet. Well, one of the newest things I learned is that Kat and Holly, oh my goodness, Kat and Holly kind of knew each other a little bit or knew of each other before the show. Yeah, interesting, right? Yeah, so they kind of talk. But I'll tell you right now, Kat, I will tell you right now. Kat is a food addict. Oh my goodness. Um, she goes over to Holly, and they both have their bathing suits. Holly's getting ready with some makeup, and Kat says, uh, you know, uh, let's, get going. They were going to do something. And Holly says, we really should run. And Kat says, we really should have brunch. And Holly's like, okay, we could have brunch, but maybe tomorrow. And Kat goes, yeah, brunch tomorrow. She loves the food. She really does. Even though she's skinny right now. When you're young, it's easy to stay skinny, right, guys? Yep. All right, so that leaves, I put Kemi next to Nicole because they had a decent relationship, both good players. And David, I see as a good player as well. He's got really good instincts, but I think uh, he's like tired. I think he's tired of being there so long and not being able to participate. Either that or he's still observing, but I think he really got all the info from observing right away. And I'm putting him next to Kat because there's a bit of a flirtation going on there. I mean, David's good looking, right, guys? See him. And Kat's just a funny little diversion. She won the power of veto. Yeah, I should put that a different color. Let's go back to the blue. And I just realized Sam's not even on here. Do you see how good Sam is at going under the radar? Yeah. There's Sam, number 9. He's number 9 of the 8. But he's smart enough. He realizes there is no number 9. They're just pulling his leg a little bit. But Kat was the winner chicken dinner of the veto. Veto. And she's really proud of it. Yeah. She's got that veto around her neck. She keeps wearing it and wearing it and wearing it. Yeah. Some people are saying she's been wearing it more than anybody. So that's interesting. And I think that's where all the people belong. Now, let's just talk about just a couple of other things. And that would be that there's a lot of chatter going on about Bella and Kemi having a fight. Bella she's in Egypt, okay? She's in denial. She's right by denial. The Nile River, she really is. She is in Egypt. She does all this stuff and she causes trouble by being truthful. Yeah. She's okay, we said this already. Loose lips, blabbity blab Bella. There's a lot of different names for her right now. But she causes such trouble by giving out information. And we still can't figure out if it's that she's not a good player or if this is a strategy. Just, throw confetti all over and see where it goes and cause a distraction. This is how Bella's playing. Yeah, that's how she's playing. Crazy. She's playing crazy. And I think the opposite end of the spectrum would be Jack. Jack's like a piece of furniture. He sits there and he's like, okay, all right, this is who's got to go this week. Everybody just stick to the plan. Don't mess it up. It's like that person that cleans their house once a week. They have 10 kids and the kids can't mess it up. It's never going to work, Jack. It's never going to work that way. You got messy kids in that house, especially Bella. And people's minds are going back and forth. Of course, Kemi had told everybody that Bella and Nick were playing both sides. And they would have gotten Nick and Bella out, I believe, one of them, except Nick won the HOH. So it'll be really interesting to see who wins the next HOH. It's really going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they decide who goes from camp, come back back into the house. And it's somebody did a video and asked for ideas, and his idea, very good, was that America should vote on who comes back into the game. That would be good, since a lot of people are not liking the game, not liking the players. And then I added to that. I said, okay, you have to cast two votes. Two votes. One, America votes who goes from camp comeback into the game, and there's no eviction. America votes and evicts somebody spontaneously. Yeah. Bye-bye, Jack. Bye-bye. Yoo-hoo. Bye. He's a piece of furniture. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else, really. Yeah. Oh, Bella and Kemi. What happened was Bella started following Kemi very, very closely. And then Kemi turns around, and then she got face to face with Bella and said, "Stop following me." And she kind of, wanted Bella to pull back because she was going into her personal space, of course. And then Bella grabbed Kemi's arm, sort of like to turn her in another direction. But Kemi didn't want to be touched. And she went like this with her arm, and that threw Bella's arm back. And then Bella looked at I forget who it was passing by. It was either Sam or Nick, I think. Like, oh, did you see she touched me? And I even heard she went into the confessional and was talking to production about baiting, that she thought Kemi was baiting her. Ooh, telling you, she's in denial. Straight into Egypt she is. Yeah. I don't know, even if if she watches this back, if she'll be able to see it, or she's so convinced in that brain that she's just playing this hunky-dory, nice, sweet game. Yeah. Maybe there's more than one personality in there. That could be. Yeah, maybe Nick could help her figure that out. Because she says the weirdest things. Like she says, I told them about our alliance to save us. It just makes no sense. It's nonsensical. And when she had to try to have a conversation, she said she wanted to have a discussion with Nicole. And all she did was like rant without letting Nicole have a word in there. Went on and on and on. And then Tommy was there. It was supposed to be like the mediator of some sort. He was quiet too. And then all of a sudden she decided she didn't want to talk anymore. She was just going to leave. She was over. And Nicole's like, I didn't get to talk. That's not a discussion, right? If you don't get to talk. That's how it ended. So there's a lot of heat going on, and Nick, he had a chance. He had a chance to do a good move, a big move, to get out one of the big players, but he's a little chicken. Yeah. He's not winner, chicken dinner, although he did win the HOH. He's like Chicken Little. And he does not want to get the wrath of the 6 shooters because he doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have it in him. It'll be interesting, guys. I can't wait to find out who the next head of household is. I can't wait to see how Camp Comeback works out. I hope you enjoyed my drawings. Yeah, that was fun, right? And have a great week. Stay safe. And maybe by next video or the one after that, of course, I'm going to have a sponsor. So that'll be fun too. Talk to you guys. Take care.